Welcome back everyone to the Working Class Revolt, and today I want to show you a clip from the Zelensky and Donald Trump meeting that the British media aren't talking about, and it's where a question is asked regarding freedom of speech in the UK and the claims that Keir Starmer makes that we have freedom of speech. And it's absolutely incredible to see what the President and Vice President admit during this press conference what was said to Keir Starmer in private meetings after the press conference. Take a look.
Prime Minister Starmer claimed repeatedly that his government believes in free speech and was not engaged in censorship, but his country's government arrests people for memes and thought crimes, and even more worrisome is pressuring American companies to censor Americans on its behalf. How can he be a reliable, trustworthy partner when he says things that are demonstrably false on such an important topic?
Well, we actually spoke to him about that yesterday, and we thought they took it very, very much too far. JD was very strong on it. So was I. So was Marco. And we've been speaking to him about it. Marco, would you like to say something about it?
We have concerns, obviously, with the conduct of those, particularly as it impacts Americans. And there's real concern that American speech, which is online, could fall into the hands of British or any country's jurisdiction. And so this is a point the Vice President made at Munich, and I think is a very compelling one, that what unites us with Europe, as much as anything else, is these shared values, and one of them being free speech. And so if Americans are threatened by it, we're going to need to take action in that regard.
JD? It's actually a very important question.
We spoke about this in detail with the Prime Minister, the Foreign Secretary, and others at lunch yesterday, and I know that Secretary of Commerce Lutnick followed up in private meetings last night. This is really important. We believe Americans have the right to speak their mind, even if we in this room disagree with them. They have the right to speak their mind in the public square, which is often online these days. And we're going to defend that right as it pertains to American companies and American citizens vigorously if we have to. I do think that under the President's leadership, we're going to find common ground with our friends in the UK on this question, but it remains to be seen. The principle that will guide us is we believe in free speech in this country, and we'll fight for it for American citizens.
Do you see the astonishing information let loose at this press conference that the UK media has yet to touch on? Because the British media are telling us that it was a fantastic victory for Keir Starmer. He's going to get a free trade deal. But what did we hear come out of the mouths of Donald J. Trump, and especially the Vice President, JD Vance? Well, what we heard was that after the press conference with Keir Starmer, they held private meetings which are still ongoing, where they have raised their concerns about having any partnership with the United Kingdom depends on free speech being in person in the UK and online. And I think it's more than just simply being for American citizens and American businesses, because we've been told for so long now we only should ally with countries that have the same type of morals as we do. So if you're the United States of America and you now see that there is no freedom of speech under this Labour government and Keir Starmer, then why would you want to align and work with a country like that? And where a lot of this has kicked off is when it comes down to Elon Musk, who is in Trump's cabinet and is also the owner of X, formerly known as Twitter. We know that Keir Starmer and the British police was looking at ways that they may even be able to criminally arrest Elon Musk for speaking his mind, rightly or wrongly, on issues in British politics, especially saying that Keir Starmer should back down. So the question now is, why are the mainstream media keeping this information quiet? Why do the mainstream media not want us knowing that Keir Starmer was absolutely grilled by the President and Vice President? And let's be honest, we know when these two tag team up on you, as Zelensky found out, there's no letting up. So it would have been interesting. I would have loved to be a fly in the wall to hear Keir Starmer try and explain why he believes there is freedom of speech. Because as we all know, freedom of speech is dead in the UK. If it wasn't bad enough before, it is even worse under Keir Starmer. If you put a tweet online of something that is not liked, you may find yourself being sent to court very quickly and sent to prison. But let me know what you think was the response by Keir Starmer when questioned about no freedom of speech in the UK. And like me, do you agree that any trade deal will be dependent on things changing here in the UK? And let's be honest, if things do change in the UK, if we do get our freedom of speeches back, like we've seen on the online platforms, social media like Facebook, like YouTube, Twitter, under Elon Musk, if Donald Trump managed to do that for the British citizens under our government, then it's just another thank you that I think we owe Donald Trump here in the United Kingdom. Thank you all for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.